Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Pocket Captains Presents Pixel Starships. It's been a while since the last episode, I know, and I'm sorry about that, but I just didn't want to move up to the next level and have you wait an extraordinary long time while I'm floundering around the next level, way too weak to defend my ship, and my crewmen way too low level. So I had to try to bring them up, and that takes a very long time. I took my training room out to put some gas in to give me some extra lift at the end. But I'll be honest with you, with a fleet room on board, it really takes up a lot of room. Room I wish I could put a weapon in, room I wish I could put a gas thing in, but I'm trying to support my fleet. We're up to 5 people. Come on, guys, join us, come on in. A few of them are coming on, they're asking questions and they're contributing, and I really like that. And we're trying to answer questions when they come up. So I'm keeping a loose eye on it. I know that Captain Eric is keeping a very tight eye on it. So come on, join us, and we'd love to hear from you. Even if you're just starting out, even if you're not sure what a fleet can do, come on and join us. Here's something that Captain Eric told me a fleet can do. I contribute people to, there's a couple people. I contribute them. You see, if I click on this, I could put some of my people into this room, and apparently he tells me, but I haven't confirmed it yet, that if other people do that, they can borrow from the fleet extra people and go over the max limit of your ship for extra combat and defense. Now, see, I did not know that. That is very, very cool. Now, if anybody out there knows that's true, please put a comment on this. Let me know if they do that all the time. He says he's tried it. I myself have never been able to make it work because when I go in there, nobody else is loaning me any people and I can't borrow any. And I wish they would, because I would love to show that to you guys. So there's something that a fleet can do that I did not know about. It's always fun when you find a new toy. So I'm loaning people in case one of my other fellow people who've joined the fleet, I don't know from this, I'd have to look in it a little harder, I guess, what level they are. So I'm not even sure if these guys are much of a help, but it's what I got. I'm putting them in there, and I might even rotate them through and level them up just so I can be of more service to my fellow Pocket Captainers. Now, you can see here, look at all this stuff. You're saying, well, Captain Pete, or Easy Hit, you've wanted to level up. You're having trouble getting the gas. Look at that. You got that stuff sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Well, it isn't doing absolutely nothing. When I first go to the next level, I'm going to be starved of resources because I'm very, very weak. And I save up those little buckets for when I first level up so I can hit the ground running. But I'm going to hit that button today. We are going to put our ship up a level. And before I do that, I'm going to show you around what I finally came up with as a configuration for the ship. Now, as you probably know from the last episode, I was getting a little tired of the transporter Zerg continually attacking me, and I've been making a series of experimental changes, and I've gone back to a design I kind of abandoned, I revisited. I went and used a design I've used on level 7. Gone back to this one again. I've been tweaking it with some help from, now, comments we got from Rand Greer X. I'm gonna say Rand Greer X. How's that? I hope I got it right. Thank you very much for the comments on how to configure your ship for teleporter defense. I tried to incorporate them. So I'm going to give you a hint of what I've been up to. Let's take the teleporter out for just a minute. I'm going to give you a grand tour of the ship and how I eventually got it set up for level 5. And we are currently at the sorry, where's my level? No, not the story, you silly Nimno. We're platinum. So this is me struggling to survive at platinum. And as you can see from the history, well, that's me destroyed, defended, lost against. Okay, I'm going to lose against some, but I'm not doing too badly. Lost against, yeah, I occasionally run up against the guy who looks innocent. Is actually a wolf in sheep's clothing. Good for them, by the way, for their excellent design. By the way, I took this off the ship, the security door, and then because they were just attacking that, it was an easy kill because it doesn't have that many hit points. And then I saw that they upgraded the defense of it. I put it back on, and it's been holding its own. So that's been working. Let's get into what Rand Greer X, well, I think I even said it better than what he suggested. So we'll go into what I'm using as my weapons. First of all, I've got 10 EMP and 10 Scarlet missiles, the incendiary ones. I like to say incendiary. It means they burn. Just so I can have enough to take out teleporters, and then I've gone the rest with rockets because they're a nice all-purpose attacker, they do hull, they do people, they do systems. It's a catch-all. In here, I got my 2 rush guys. Sorry, didn't mean to do that right away. So you can see they're hold still, Sparky. Profile. They're all rushers. He's a rush. Now I've got one guy, he's not quite leveled up yet because I acquired him later because I kind of knew I needed a rusher. But he's rusher too. Ooh, that'll be nice when that pops. And I've been bringing him up, so it's kind of actually been holding me back too. It slowed me down. He's still not quite level 20 yet, but this upgrade doesn't happen overnight. Now, this is my EMP firing missile bay. My 2 rushers are rushing at the EMPs. The EMPs, electromagnetic pulse missiles, they're the ones that disable electronic systems. By the way, they don't work on reactors. Don't try it on reactors. But they do work on teleporters, and they will stop it. It's the fastest missile. And with these rushers, it tries to get a little quicker. Now, once Buddy gets leveled up, it will probably do better. It's still not perfect. So I've got enemy teleport greater than 0, set to EMP. Enemy teleport greater than 0, target that room. Then none, go for system damage. And then I want you to target the shield room, then the missile room. The shield room because, I'm tired of watching the beams just bounce off shields and never getting anywhere. Oh, thank you. This one, quick AI check. If they have a teleport, highest fire. I'm going to burn them. Then highest condition, and then go for the teleporter, and then again, highest damage, go for the shield, go for the missiles. I like consistency. Forcing down one room at a time is far more effective than bouncing all over the place. So, why Scarlets? Well, I did actually have the junglers, and the junglers were really, really effective. The problem is the moronic missiles, which are the only 2 that target the teleporter, would keep blasting away at the teleporter, but never really damaging it. So they just keep firing the same combination because the teleporter's hit points are always greater than 0. Which means I'm burning through EMPs, I'm burning through jugglers. The guys are already dead in there. It was really effective, but they don't know how to stop and switch to a rocket and just finish off the bloody teleporter room. So it's really expensive to do that. So at some point I got to say, well, Scarlet at least not only kills the crewmen very effectively, but also will eventually burn down the system and they will stop firing on the teleporter because missiles are handy and it's nice when they go to the next room. Now let's go to these rooms. Now here's an interesting, let's talk about him for a minute. This is my my gasser. He's my poison gasser. Let's show you what he's up to. AI. No power. Go to the enemy lasers, wherever they are, force them down. Now you see, he can do that pretty fast. There's only 2 hit points and he runs around the ship between the laser rooms. It just reduces their damage. All he is he's numbing their ship so that they're not as effective in combat, leaving only the missile room. You remember these guys? They're targeting the missile rooms. Now he's way back here. He was going to be my holdout guy, and I would still like to get a holdout guy that waits to the last minute and just rushes around. That was actually really effective, but it isn't really adapted to his skills, and I'm not using their skills well enough. He is in fact an ultra dismantle guy. He's very good at taking things apart, and he's back to the teleporter. So if my teleporter is less than 100, fix it. This has proved to be a very effective technique. If the enemy reactors are greater than 0, go there and fix them in a worst way against the enemy. If there's none of these is true, go back to the ship and target your laser room. So in other words, once he's done his sabotage mission, and it's still at 0 power, that means nobody's there to fix it. He's not doing any good. He pops back here and just piles on the lasers. Now, because these guys are tied up to hitting a teleporter room, and it may take them the whole battle to finally force it down. These are usually not the weapons that are destroying a ship. It's usually my lasers. And so when these guys have finished popping, I'll show you these guys for a minute. My laser is less than 100, target that room. If the security room is less than 100, you see what they're doing? They're running around, he's running around fixing stuff. Oh, hello. I'll take that. He's running around fixing things. That's it. But his first action was to pop that special power, and he's sitting in the missile room. So he pops the power, but I'm not sticking around here. I'm going to run around and do stuff. Anything that needs fixing. If my ship is greater than 50%, in other words, I'm in the beginning of the battle, hang out in the laser room. Otherwise, down here, hang out in the laser room. So essentially, I'm trying to use, I've thought that maybe if I would be more effective if my lasers had somebody in those rooms continuously as much as possible, beefing them up as much as possible. This guy here, very similar. Pop your special power. Don't hang out in the missile room. You've done your thing. Now just run around and fix stuff. And that's all he's doing. Going through this pretty quick, so if you're writing this down, you may have to rewind it. But he's the same thing. Go hang out in the laser room. Beef up the lasers. I want that enemy ship destroyed as fast as possible. Even if the first few hits are just taking down the shields, do that faster. AI, Mr. X, he's a combat guy. He's targeting the laser room. Otherwise, he's just going to fix stuff like everybody else. Slightly different order, though. And here's Mama. Special power. She's triggered it. As soon as somebody runs into the room that's an enemy, she's ready to kill them on sight. Otherwise, she's hanging on the laser room. Wait a minute. I saw an anomaly there. His profile is... Yeah, he's got critical attack. Critical. Ship is great to use your special power. No condition. Just use your special power. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a Bobo. Use your special power, laddie. You can do it. So they're going to beef up that room and run around and fix stuff. These guys are going to basically hang out in the laser room anyway and fix stuff. Fix things as fast as they can. Don't linger. Here's the general, and this guy's going to beam over first, disable their lasers. He's going to beam over next, disable the reactors, and then pop back. So that's all really good, well and good. Security door, AI. So as you know, if the enemy teleports greater than 0, maximum power. Otherwise, turn it off. I need the power. I'm having a little trouble yet with this one coming up to full power right away. I'm still working on it. For some reason, it will start and it's not fully powered up. Shield room. Now, here's the funny thing. When you're looking at the repair list, I'll pick one of these guys. Look at his repair list. Let's look for the shield room. Less than 50%. This one. Not repairing the shield room. Not repairing the shield room. The truth of the matter is I've been weighing on this. I mean, if I took this off the ship, I'd have a lot more stuff for material, like another gas miner, which I would love to put on. But I've decided that, oh, thank you very much. This has been a great round. I've decided that I won't. That it's really kind of handy for deflecting those first few blasts to have a shield up. And if they take it out, so be it. It did its job. For the early first few blasts, I'm lasting a little longer with that energy shield defending me against their blasters. But I'm not going to go out of my way to fix it if they destroy it. I'm not going to go out of my way to bring it up if it's gone. It's not going to take that much power later on in the battle when some of these other systems may also be damaged. There's just more energy for these things if this thing is not fully repaired and up to date and functioning. It's sort of like a freebie. You remember, it starts the round fully powered, and I haven't drained any resources. As it goes, I'm just not going to replenish it, and that power still goes to these other systems. So I get the benefit of an early shield, but I'm not reducing my power, having it suck it throughout the game. And everybody loves going for that thing. And I actually love it when they go for the shield room, because I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to give a rat's butt, except where leaving it unfixed will now cause critical damage, hull damage to the ship that might make me lose the battle. Then I'll run in and repair it enough to keep it going only to 50%. If she's around. Otherwise, they're just going to barely repair it and run away. So the shield isn't really that important. Let's remove this now. Put my beloved teleporter back. That's a brief rundown. I put 2 of these mineral rooms in just so I could level up the ship. As far as I know, this is the only level where that's actually even important. So that's kind of odd. So before I get into anything else, one quick last check. No, nothing there. I need an academy. Wait a minute, I could have had an academy this whole time? I love academies. What was I thinking? I'm a boob. Let's remove that for a moment. Oh, my boobery knows no end. How could I miss an academy? I'm such a boob. 11 hours till I get an academy. Whereas a training room will allow you to bring up an individual crewman's abilities, like his hit points, his attack, repair, stamina, stun, piloting skill. I think it's still under this. No, maybe not. But we're an academy. I think so. They've moved this stuff around so it's all in one place, which is really nice. It used to be mixed up. Well, that's funny. My mouse went funny. But this stuff, piloting, science, engines, weapons, that's stuff that makes your ship better, his ability to make the ship better. And that's what an academy is for. You put him in there, you've got better combat pilots, you've got better weapons officers, you've got better repair people, you've got better people. So I did not even know I could have an academy, and I've been fooling around this whole time, thinking it was the next level. Well, it just shows to go what I know. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Back to the store. I'm feeling very humble, quiet. I've only got one engine. I've gone up against ships with 2 engines. An anti-aircraft gun. You know, I could have bought it, but I haven't really run across that many aircrafts at this level. I don't know why it's on level 5. It's going to be important soon, but not yet. Those are maxed out. Oh, how do I keep hitting the wrong button? Resources. Yep, I don't need the second gas chamber. And, oh yeah, I do want to try that out. 300. And I'm getting up there. But I also wanted to, I remember I said that for defense, I was going to try to, it's under the research, I'm going to try changing the color, maybe some blinking beacons. Just to look, you know, more impressive, a little scarier. I find it does ward people off, at least it warns me off, and it warns off a few other people I've talked to. So if I can intimidate, well, there's a tip from the animal kingdom. Intimidation is better than fighting. So that's the ship that I'm going to end up with level 5. That was a Bobo. That should not only have been done, but leveled up. But I'm not going to make you wait for that. We've waited long enough. So let's go to the shipyard. 4 days. I wonder what I'll do for 4 days. Heavy Federation Destroyer. I pressed the button. You saw it here, folks. Right now, we are leveling up to the next generation. If I wanted to speed that up, it would only cost me, I don't know how much. It would be a ridiculous amount of money, I'll bet. I'm not going to try it. You want me to press the button? I'll bet. What's it say? 557, I don't even have that much. So I'm not going to rush it. I'm not in any hurry. I got a few items in my storage. I've got some room left. Maybe I can get another thing of gas. I would love more gas. It's the male of the species. I probably shouldn't say that out loud. But anyway, that's it for that. I'm going to quickly level up that academy before I go on to the next level. The other thing I'm going to have to try to do is, I just realized I've done this and I don't need that other room anymore. Remove! Thank you so much. You've been a total pain in my butt. I had you there just for that. Shields are back up. I'm going to have my academy. It's Christmas, folks. I got everything I want for Christmas. There is no way I'm going to get anybody from this room down to the rest of the ship. But I don't anticipate that I'm going to do a lot of training in the academy anyway before level 6 pops. So until we get to level 6, which I hope will be very, very soon, that's the design I chose for my Starship. If anybody else has a level 5 Starship that they think is absolutely amazing, and I have come up against some really good Starship designs, I'll tell you, that made this design look like a bunch of bumbling boobs, then please let me know. Put it in the comments. Tell me to look at my ship and I'll see if I can seek it out. Or better yet, just fire on me and teach me a lesson. That's even a better way. And then I'll have it recorded and I can really examine it. By the way, here's an idea for you, something we're considering. The secret sauce of this game, the thing that makes it work just so much better. It's a theory. Putting my tinfoil hat on for just a minute. We've all come to the conclusion that basically the ships are the ships. You can do some design variation and make it more effective. But for the most part, we're using the same ingredients, which means everybody's bread pretty much tastes the same. What really makes a different flavor is the crew. What you choose to train in, like Dum Dum, you didn't do the academy, but the training room, what skills you decide to invest in, which type do you get? I've got mostly like insta-kill, poison gas, and a couple of rushers. I wish I had a repair guy for quick last-minute repairs. But that's what makes the ship different. But I'm wondering if the real secret sauce to even making that better is stamina. Because I've been coming up against ships, destroying a room, watching them go infix, infix, infix. I can't bring the breaking thing down before they run out and they run to the next room and they're running around the ship at warp speed. And it's like it's fully repaired at all times because they're just so bloody fast. Now, in the past, I used to really train up stamina at first. And I found that, like I have a level 7 ship, it's really, really effective. And this crew has never been quite that effective. Because for these ones, I kept getting bombed in transporter zergs. And I thought, well, I'll fix your red wagons. I'll make a combat effective crew. Hence, well, he's got the poison gas, critical hit. I have another mama in storage, critical hit. I brought in a rush guy at the last minute. I couldn't resist him as a rush guy because I'll be honest with you, I'm a Doctor Who fan, and who doesn't see David Tennant when they're looking at this guy? I mean, look at that. That's David Tennant, right? So, and the 10th Doctor, for anybody who's not a Doctor Who follower, or if you are actually a Doctor Who follower, you would know that's the 10th Doctor. Or is it the 11th if you include John Hurt? I digress. And this guy, he just looked cool. I can't deny it. He's probably not the most effective crewman. Even Evil General's already got 3 shields, but he is amazing cool. So, little evil Ant-Man, I think. Either way, I probably have invested in the wrong skills. Maybe I should have put heavy into stamina and let my people outrun their people. I was doing the hold the room kind of a thing so that whoever came in the room and beamed over, they would get such a hurting blast of pain. And I've lost the connection. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Reconnect. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. It happens. So anyway, thank you very much for watching Pocket Captains presents Pixel Starships. At the end of our level 5 round, as we go on to the long-awaited level 6, where I will be very busy again, rapidly fixing stuff for your amusement. Until then, if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave it in the comments below. If you would like to, and I would greatly appreciate it, subscribe or give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up are good too. I don't know why the little thumbs make me so happy, but they do. And otherwise, come to our website, www.pocketcaptains.com, and subscribe there as well. We're putting out some stuff very soon. We're hoping to put out, because I'm having a little trouble figuring out what to do with all this material. I've actually got it stashed up in my inbox. Some kind of a tech tree for the game to allow me to plan a little better. Because I got those black pants, but maybe those, what was the name of those pants? There's a sort of silver pair of pants that seem to be less effective as stamina, but overall looks like you can upgrade them to a better pair of stamina pants. They're just even better than the black ones. It just says pants. So maybe I didn't plan that as well because I didn't see the big picture. So I'm trying to get a big picture feel. We've done a draft of tech tree for this game. And of course, some of the items, you can't see what they are. Like sprinklers, there's a better version of sprinklers. But if all you're using is the raw material, one of these, I don't remember which one it is. If you look at just the raw material, all you're going to see is sprinkler. You're not going to see not that one, it's a Spire. You're going to see I picked the wrong thing, didn't I? Upgrade. Sprinkler. What you're not going to tell by looking at those raw materials, that's a Phantom, is that there is any, oh, there we go. This doesn't give you any indication that there's a better version of a sprinkler until you built it. And then you can see, oh, there's an upgraded version of a sprinkler. So some of these tech trees get quite deep, and I'm not sure I can even do a tech tree properly. But as a first draft, we're taking a crack at it because planning is definitely something I want to do better. I have materials. I'm saving them up. I want to start using them because I think putting better materials on my crew is going to help a lot. So there, I've just exploded my mind and everything we're working on from level 5 before we hit level 6. And we're going to try to hit level 6 with a roar. And we're going to show you how we do it. And then by then, we're going to have that tech tree ready to make available to you guys to use, to comment on, and to send back to us where we went wrong and how to make it better for everybody. So until then, thank you very much for listening. And remember, have a little bit of fun every day. Good night, everybody. Get more tips at pocketcaptains.com.